You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
And coming up today on the Positively Patty podcast, amazing information. We're going to meet a world-renowned botanist working now at the Indianapolis Zoo. She is in the Plants and Fungi Conservation Coordinator for the Global Center for Species Survival at our zoo. She's also co-authored a publication entitled The Global Distribution of Plants Used by Humans. So yes, we're going to talk about plants and how us people should know more and learn more on the Positively Patty podcast.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecasts, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
And now on the Positively Patty podcast, we have a wonderful segment. We're going to learn so much today. Cátia, okay. And say your last name.
Canteiro.
Oh, it's a beautiful name. I should do
you.
it more justice. Cátia is a botanist working at the Plants and Fungi Conservation Coordinator for the Global Center for Species Survival at the Indianapolis Zoo. I love our zoo. She co-authored also a publication titled The Global Distribution of Plants Used by Humans in a recent issue of the Journal of Science. So you've been studying this for more than a decade. You were in London for a while too.
That's
Is
true,
that right?
yeah, for 10 years.
More than 500 species for the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. I had no idea. First off, we use plants in lots of things that people use, whether it's something to eat or something to put on our face for makeup or oil. This is incredible. How did you get involved in this? What triggered that?
That's true. So actually, I think it was my grandmother. I didn't realize until the moment I had to choose to go to university, but I was surrounded by plants throughout my childhood. Oh. So my grandmother used to make me move plants around the room to get more sun or less sun. And I think it just left something in my mind. And then the more I got to know about plants, the more excited I was because I think they are amazing.
Now, then the next question here is, what kinds of human products include plants? You were telling me that there's more than, how many?
35,000.
What?
35,000 species of plants that are used by humans. And that's only the ones we know because we keep finding new things every day.
Okay, so what do we use them for? I mentioned makeup, oil to put on our skin, things we eat.
Things we eat, coffee, chocolate, my two favorite things, medicine, textile, our clothes with cotton, right?
Right.
And other fibers. We have the construction of our houses use plants, use woods, musical instruments, fuel. It's a lot of things that we use plants.
See, when I think of plants, I think of a plant, in a pot. But we use them for various things.
We tend to think of plants as kind of the landscape, and we focus so much on the big charismatic mammals because that's what we're familiar with as a species. We create those connections with them, and plants don't move the way they move, just not the way we see them. And
I had someone, remember Nancy Noel? She was a famous artist here, and she said that plants did better if you sing and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not because you sing to them, but your effort, it's giving you a connection to the plant. Okay. That makes you treat it better. So it's not the plant that it's listening that, it's the way you treat it. It's like saying thank you to the plant is not doing anything to the plant. But if you eat something, if you eat chocolate and you say, thank you, chocolate plant, it's true. The indigenous communities do that, is creating in our mindset a recognition that they deserve respect and they deserve to be treated in a way that we don't do. So being grateful for what nature and plants gives us, it just changes our mindset. It's not so much there. Yeah. It's a psychology thing of, how we look at.
See, I'm all pet.
things.
I'm all. I talk to the rabbits and the squirrels and the geese that poop all over my yard. And now here comes the tough part. We're some of them are threatened. Is that true?
That's true, unfortunately. Yes, yes.
Why and what can we do?
So they're threatened for a variety of reasons. The main one is habitat loss. So deforestation and all sorts of things are putting those species in danger. But also climate change, of course, and uses. So our use of them is putting them at risk as well if it's not done in a sustainable way. So if you collect them too much without giving them time to reproduce and repopulate, then we're putting those populations in danger.
Okay. And you were saying earlier the indigenous people take better care of the plants than we do.
We do, yes. So most of those plants are found outside protected areas, and we're trying to find alternative ways to make sure they are protected. And something that we could do a much better job is in integrating indigenous people traditions and knowledge, because they have a much better understanding not only of how we can benefit or how the benefits of those species, but especially in using them in a way that ensures they are here for future generations.
And I see this here that you sent to me. Argan oil is used in loads of beauty products, oils in general, such as a vegetable oil, coconut oil. Okay. Olive oil, palm oil. You can see these ingredients. Look at the packaging on a lot of the products in your kitchen and bathroom, even though the names may not look familiar to you. So, and that's something we don't do. Well, I'm just going to buy this product because I bought it forever, and I don't look to see what's in it. And I certainly didn't know that they were threatened. Okay,
it's
how
hard.
do we? I mean, I'm so dumb on this. I need to learn a lot more about this. How do we protect wild plants? What can we do?
So even I struggle. So this is something hard because they use those names that you don't recognize and you don't know what they mean. You don't know where those plants are coming from, right?
Right.
So it's really thinking about the choices we make, because everything we buy has an impact. So trying to understand what impact are those purchases having in nature. And I'm not going to say it's easy because it's not. But there are various platforms, so there are certifications out there that tell you that you're buying product with sustainable palm oil. Or, for example, Fair Wild is a certification that tells you that this species is collected from the wild, but it was collected in a sustainable way. So it's a matter of doing some research and trying to understand which products have plant ingredients that are used in a way that is not endangering them.
This reminds me of when I've done stories on this before. When you buy a dog food or pet food, you should look and see what are the ingredients. And oftentimes we just buy the food and we don't know what's in it. But if you read it, what are the byproducts in there? That gives you a whole new insight. So maybe we can learn more and use it to our advantage. Okay, people want to remember one thing from this conversation today. What do you want it to be? This could be tough. Boy, what a job you have. Wow. What do we take away from this?
I think it's really that our choices have an impact. When we buy something, it might be cheaper, but someone is paying for it, right? Is it people that are paying, other people in other countries that are not getting the salaries they deserve? Or is it being collected in a way that is just destroying the forest? Basically, it's much easier, for example, I think with if you go to an area and you cut a tree, it's much easier to just drag it in a way that is destroying everything, right? Rather than trying to process it in an easier way that doesn't put other species in danger. I don't know, there are so many examples, but for example, looking what's around the tree, maybe you go a bit further where you don't have species that only occur in that area, trying to find alternatives. So there are different ways to use plants and species in general, and our choices have an impact. So it's really that.
The more we know, sometimes it's a little scary, but the better off we'll be in the long run, and especially for generations to come. Now, people want to know more. They're like sitting there going, what? What do I do? Where would you suggest they go? Do you have a link or something, a place to go?
Yeah, so we have the Protect Species social media account for the Global Center, and my amazing colleague Kelly Greasy manages that. And she shares a lot of information, not only about plants, but also animals and fungi. And I think it's a useful place to start.
There's a lot to learn here. Boy, I better get ready. If we have a test, I got to start studying up. Okay, so also if you just go to IndianapolisZoo.com, you could probably find, go to the Global Center for Species Survival and the global distribution of plants used by humans, and that's the publication that you have out. A botanist, world-known, now in Indianapolis. How do you like it here? You're from Portugal originally, right?
Yeah, I'm from Portugal, but I lived in London 10 years before coming here, and I must say I'm loving it. The weather, I know it's cold, but at least there's
it's not as cold as it generally is.
It's bright, and everyone is amazing. So, it's a great place to live.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I've never met a botanist before. I haven't.
Gosh.
Have you? No. See? But now I know what you do, and I appreciate it, and I hope others do too. And I think what you do is wonderful. So I learned a lot. I need to learn a lot more. All right, give me your name again.
Cátia Canteiro.
Isn't that pretty? Cátia Canteiro. Also, she's with the Indianapolis Zoo, again, the Global Center for Species Survival, and a shout out to Dr. Rob Shoemaker, who helped to make all this happen for the Global Center for Species Survival. So there you go. We've planted a seed, and now it will grow. Thank you so much for being with us today and helping us understand.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Thank you. And we'll have more coming up in the future on the Positively Patty podcast. Learn.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.